Sally, this hot weather is this weekend. We'll have lots of folks heading to parks and the beaches.
UV index is going to be through the roof, high risk of sunburn and sun damage. But to protect yourself, there are a whole bunch of sunscreen, some of it confusing. CBS 2's Dr. Max Gomez helps us sort it out.
By now, you must have heard that the UV rays in sunlight can lead to skin cancer, not to mention premature aging and wrinkling of the skin. So if you're going to be out in the sun even a little, you need protection with a sunscreen. But many people still don't protect themselves, often for the same reason that fair-skinned Amanda Spira doesn't.
I don't use sunscreen as regularly as I should. It feels greasy and thick a lot of the time. I haven't found one that I like.
But dermatologist Dr. Doris Day says today there's such an amazing variety of sunscreen formulations that you can almost always find one you like. The most important factor, though, is
SPF 30. We've decided as dermatologists that that's the magic number where we see just the right amount of protection if you apply enough of it and if you reapply it often enough, which means about every 2 hours.
Reapplying often is always important, but especially when you're sweating or going in the water, because the FDA has ruled that there is no such thing as waterproof or sweat-proof sunscreen. The best you can do there is look for water-resistant. 80 minutes is the highest. Sprays are convenient to apply, but not when it's windy, and sprays aren't always the best choice.
If you have a lot of hair on the body, you actually have to reach the skin to get the protection to the skin. So in that case, something like a gel or a lotion might be better than a spray.
If you must use a spray, rub it in after application. One type dermatologists say to be careful about, though, is the sunscreen insect repellent combos, because if you reapply them as often as you should for sun protection, you could get an adverse reaction to the DEET repellent. Now, the so-called baby sunscreens are zinc and titanium based. They're not absorbed through the skin, and they're also good for people who break out with some sunscreens. And then there are certain areas that people often miss with sunscreen: lips, along the hairline, the scalp for those with thinning hair, tops of the feet, and around bathing suit straps for women. And the bottom line is, you know what the best sunscreen is?
What?
The one you'll actually use.
So whatever brand you have.
Ponder that.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, you know,
whatever brand you like.
About
just
which one's the best one.
Got it.
Whichever one you'll actually use is the best one.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
All right. How about